Alright, good morning YouTubers. This is Mike here with Hobby Garage, and I'm going to do a quick review on a new product I got from Hypertherm. It's their PowerMax 30 XP. Alright, it's a 120-240 machine, so we can run it off a regular wall outlet or 240. Alright, it says 20% duty cycle at 120 and a 35% duty cycle at 240. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we get inside the box. Trusty box knife here, so we get this opened up. Alright, looks like right on top here we got a little consumables kit. It's an all-in-one kit. Take a look at this here in a second. Looks like the machine and everything comes in this really nice heavy-duty box here. Hypertherm logo on the front. It's really nice looking. I got a nice set of gloves, looks like, came with. Alright, looks like the 120, 110 conversion cable. And here's the 240 cable for your 30 amp circuit. Alright, we got the machine itself. Pretty small compact unit, really looks pretty light. Looks like we have the torch, which is the Duramax LT. Right? I was also doing a little bit of reviews when I was looking to purchase this product, and they have the new PowerMax 30 Air out there, which is the built-in air compressor. There's not a whole lot of reviews on it. The product's only been out for about a year now, not quite a year yet, and I was kind of iffy because there wasn't a whole lot of people out there talking about them. Wasn't real sure, and from the reviews that I did and the type of cutting that I do, I was really interested in the torches. And the torch design for the Air has a different type of nozzle on it to reduce the airflow because it's got a built-in air compressor that has to supply that system. All right, I do have a big 80-gallon standalone air compressor, so I wasn't too concerned about the air supply. I did like the portability option with the Air, but I went ahead and went with the XP because of this Duramax LT, and I really like their tips and everything that come with it. So that's the reason I chose that. Looks like you got a nice long ground cable here. Looks like it's probably about 10 feet or so, which is nice. Let's see what else we have in the box here. I have an extremely large user's manual here. I'll have to look through that. A nice pair of shaded safety glasses. I think it's a number 5. And another small box of some consumables and stuff like that, which is actually really nice because these get expensive after a while. Alright, looks like that's everything inside the box. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and set everything up. I've got a couple different pieces of scrap steel I'm going to cut for you. Alright, it says it's going to cut up to 1/2 inch pretty easily just running on the 110 circuit, so we're going to give that a shot and see what we can do. Mainly, though, I'll mostly just cut 3/16 to 1/4 inch, so I'm going to run some of that through it and see what all it does. So, we'll be back here in a minute. Alright YouTube, so I'm back. I've got everything set up here. I didn't have actually any 1/2 inch steel, which I thought I did, but I went through the scrap bin pretty thoroughly. I do got some really old 1/4 inch. I've got a little bit of 3/16, which is what I normally end up working with. I've also got some new 1/4 inch, alright, and then I got some 18 gauge sheet metal. And I'm just going to show you kind of what I'm working with here as material. So you can see that my 1/4 inch here. I got some real old, it's rusted out, pretty nasty stuff. I'm not going to clean it up any, just going to see how the cut works out. Then I've got some 3/16 here. I've kind of cleaned up some of the weld scale, or the mill scale, excuse me, off of some of it. And then I'm going to cut a couple passes across that to see how that cuts. Alright, I got some new 1/4 inch here. I've cleaned up the mill scale off of it as well. We're going to take it out. And then I've got some 18 gauge that I've just had sitting around here in the garage. And we're going to clean that up, do a couple passes and see how well it cuts. Alright, so we'll get our gloves on here. Alright, first thing I'm going to start with, I think we're going to start with 3/16. Alright, the new stuff, we're going to burn through it, see how well everything cuts, and then if everything's going good, we'll step it on up to the 1/4 inch. I just got this little, it's a 1/2 inch square tubing. I'm just going to use it kind of as a straight edge so I can drag. Nice thing about these nozzles that they have here on the Duramax LT is got the drag technology, so it's got the nice little standoff so you can go right on your work and you're not going to burn up your nozzles or your electrodes. Alright, probably went through that a little too fast. I could have slowed my speed down a little bit, but you can see right here. Alright, that's a nice clean cut. Alright, nice clean cut. Went through that 3/16 pretty quick and easy. Alright, we'll go ahead and step it up to the 1/4 inch next. Alright, so you can see I had a couple issues here with this one. Probably my travel speed was probably a little too fast. Like I said, I hadn't cleaned any of the mill scale off or anything like that, but it still cut through it fairly fast. Definitely a lot faster than what you would get out of a grinder or something like that with a cutoff wheel on it. So, and it's pretty clean cut. Like I said, I'm sure that it's just user error. It's not the actual tool itself. So we're just going to move on real quick to sheet metal and see how well it cuts through that. Alright, so you can see it had absolutely no problem at all with 18 gauge, real fast cut. Alright, I did clean that area up. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to move this forward to one of the unprepared areas so I can show you what it does with just a rusty surface. Alright, having that pilot arc technology, you don't have to worry about cleaning it up too much. Alright, so we'll see what it does. You can see that with the rusted surface, still had absolutely no issues at all there. Alright, so I'm going to cut one more piece for you. This is a piece of old 1/4 inch. I actually pulled this out of a 29 Pontiac. Somebody used it to hold the floorboards back together and stuff like that. Alright, so it's got years of scale and rust and stuff like that on it. So we're going to see how well it will cut through this material. Alright, I'm assuming that being unprepared like it is, probably going to give me a little bit of a problem, but let's slow down my travel speed a little bit. We'll see what we can do. Alright, so there you have it, YouTube. It did take me a couple passes to get to the 1/4 inch. Like I said, we got probably close to 90 plus years worth of rust and decay on this piece. It did take me a couple passes, but I got it cut with no problem. Overall, I'm extremely pleased with this product. I think for the 3/16 and the occasional 1/4 inch that I cut, I'm not going to have any issues at all. I do want to throw this out there. If you do think that, well, wow, he was having issues with the 1/4 inch or 3/16 or anything like that, this is my first plasma cutter machine. This is the first time, actually, right here on video, that I've ever used a plasma cutter or cut anything with it. So, alright, for you newbies out there, like me, alright, we're trying to get away from that angle grinder or that cutting disc. Alright, I think this is a really great product. It seems really easy. I like the drag technology. It seems like it's kind of dummy proof, which is good for me. You know, and I just want to put an honest review out there so you guys could take a look at it. If you like this video, please press like at the bottom of my page. Thank you.